morning, Miss Stein. I'm Dr. Hutchins, and I'm going to be working with you today, okay? All right, Miss Stein, what brings you into our office today?
A dark gray. A very dark gray. A quite dark gray is monstrous ordinarily. It's so monstrous because there is no red in it.
All right, so you're upset because your life has too much gray in it.
Dirt and not copper makes the color darker. It makes the shape so heavy and makes no melody harder.
All right. It sounds to me like you have an issue with colors. So let's talk about colors for a minute. What colors do you see when you think about yourself, Gertrude?
A not torn rosewood color. If it is not dangerous, then a pleasure, and more than any other, if it is cheap, is not cheaper. Is that the sooner there are no fewer, the more certain is the necessity dwindled.
So you see a rosewood color. What does that color mean to you?
A lamp is not the only sign of glass. The lamp and the cake are not the only sign of stone.
Now we're talking about signs. Okay. What kind of signs are you seeing?
Suppose an example is necessary. The plainer it is made, the more reason there is for some outward recognition that there is a result.
All right.
The time to show a message is when too late and later there is no hanging in light.
So, who do you want to send a message to?
Lax. To have corners. To be lighter than some weight. To indicate a wedding journey. To last brown and not curious. To be wealthy. Cigarettes are established by length and by doubling.
I'm sensing a hidden issue from your childhood, Gertrude. Why don't you tell me about your parents? What were they like?
An increase. An increase. Why is an increase idle? Why is silver cloister? Why is the spark brighter? If it is brighter, is there any result? Hardly more than ever.
All right. Now, on your evaluation form, you indicated that you have a very close relationship with your brother. Why is that?
A kind in glass and a cousin, a spectacle and nothing strange, a single hurt color and an arrangement in a system to a pointing.
Right. Pointing. Does your brother remind you of your father at all?
A seal and matches and a swan and ivy and a suit.
A suit. Okay. A suit. Did your father wear suits to work? What did he do for a living?
There is no gratitude in mercy and in medicine. There can be breakages in Japanese.
All right. Now, was your father a doctor? Is that why you and your brother went to medical school, to emulate your father?
The question does not come before there is a quotation. In any kind of place, there is a top to covering, and it is a pleasure, at any rate. There is some venturing in refusing to believe nonsense.
All right. Your intake form also says that you identify as a lesbian. When did you start to notice that? Did you feel like you were competing with your father for your mother's attention?
Out of kindness comes redness. Out of rudeness comes rapid same question. Out of an eye comes research. Out of selection comes painful cattle.
Miss Stein, as we're talking, I'm starting to get the sense that you have what we call an unresolved Oedipus complex. It seems to me that you have some unresolved feelings for your mother, and because of that, maybe that's why you're sexually drawn to women. I believe that you kept your brother close is because he reminded you of your mother, made you feel close to her, and then when you forced him out to make room for your lover, that was your way of getting revenge for when your parents forced you out of their home. Do you still feel angry about that, Gertrude?
It is light enough in that. It has that shape nicely. Very nicely, maybe exaggerating. Very strongly, maybe sincerely fainting. Maybe strangely flattering. May not be strange in everything. Maybe strange not to.
I'm going to take that as a yes.
No.
Alright, well, what parts of the theory do you disagree with?
A cause and no curve. A cause and loud enough. A cause and extra, a loud clash. And then an extra wagon, a sign, extra, a sign,
Miss Stein, I really don't think that you're communicating with me here, so I need you to tell me what you're talking about.
left open, to be left pounded, to be left closed, to be circulating in summer and winter in thick color that is gray and is not dusty and red shows.
So we're back to colors again. You need to communicate with me.
A rose is a rose is a rose.
I'm done. Fix your crazy on your own.
Wait, Alice. Alice. Where Alice? Alice, no, don't go. Alice, what did I say? What did Alice? Alice? Alice?